Hi, boys and girls. Are you wondering, why is Mrs. Bukala wearing a party hat? Kind of silly, huh? Well, I'll tell you, I'm wearing this party hat because the shape that I'm going to teach you about this week is shaped like a party hat. It's the cone. And cones are a pretty awesome shape. So I'm going to go through a slideshow with you, and I'm going to teach you about this shape called the cone. Sometimes you see a cone like this with its vertex at the top, and other times you see a cone like this with its vertex at the bottom. So let's go through this slideshow together and learn about cones. So cones are three-dimensional shapes. Now remember, two-dimensional means that we can only measure how tall they are and how long they are. But three-dimensional, we can measure how tall they are, how long they are, and how wide they are. They have 3 dimensions. Cones can slide and roll. So that means that a cone, I'll show you my little cone right here. Cones can, let's give myself a nice flat surface here. Cones can slide. And cones can roll. Cones cannot stack. Why do you think that cones cannot stack? Take a second and think about that. Cones can slide and they can roll. Why can cones not stack? What do you think? I'll tell you. It's because cones only have one flat surface. And in order for a cone to be able, or a shape to be able to stack, it needs to have 2 flat surfaces. Now you may be thinking, well, I could just take a cone and put it on top of a cube. Sure you could. But when we say that a shape can stack, it means that 2 cones can stack on top of each other. So that doesn't mean that a cone can stack on a cylinder or on a rectangular prism. It means that a cone, can it stack on top of another cone? No. Cones cannot stack because they only have 1 flat surface. So that is the reason for that. And cones can slide because they have that flat surface. So they slide along that flat surface. And that's why shapes like cubes can slide. They actually have 6 flat surfaces. And cylinders can slide because they have 2 flat surfaces. And rectangular prisms can slide. They have 6 flat surfaces. How about the sphere? Does the sphere slide? Doesn't have any flat surfaces. Now, I told you that the cone can roll. Why can the cone roll? Because it has a curved surface. So the cone actually has 2 surfaces. It has a circular base right here, that's its face, and a curved side. And that's what allows it to slide and roll. Cones have 1 vertex right here. This is the point right there. So in my party hat, that was the vertex right there up at the top. This is the vertex. And this is the base. And sometimes we call this the face. So it has a flat circular face, a curved surface, and 1 vertex. That's the cone. Some real objects that are shaped like cones are, look at these real objects. Do you know what that is right there? Those are carrots. Think about a carrot. Now, these carrots don't actually have a flat surface at the top, but if mom or dad took a knife and cut the little leaves off the top of the carrot, it would have a nice flat surface and a vertex at the bottom. You can slide a carrot, you can roll a carrot. Could you stack 2 on top of each other? We also have a funnel Here's an ice cream cone. Have you ever had an ice cream cone shaped like a cone? Here's a party hat. And here's a cone. You may use these in phys ed, or you may see these out on the street. Sometimes we call them traffic cones. This is a cone called a megaphone. If you hold that up to your mouth and you talk in it, it makes your voice sound louder. And look at this, a cone that we use all the time, a pencil. I bet you never thought of a cone as a pencil as a cone, did you? So I hope that you've learned a little bit about cones with me. Just to recap, cones are three-dimensional shapes. They have a flat circular face or a base. They have a curved surface. They have one vertex. And cones can slide and roll, but they do not stack. Okay? All right, boys and girls, see if you can find any cones in your house. I was only able to find this cone right here. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. See if you can find a cone. And if you can't find a cone, you can take a piece of paper and roll it and make your own cone. Check it out. All right. Have a good day.